Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Sinke. I'm the Chief Business Officer here at Bittrex Global and the host of our video AMA today. I have with us Bitcicoin, and today our guest is Altan Tan. He is the CEO of Bitcicoin. So, Altan, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you coming on and talking with us. And we're excited about the partnership. We're excited we finally got the integration done and we finally got the ecosystem live. And I know more than anybody, I think, that you guys have an amazing community behind you. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me here, Chris. Thanks.
So for our AMAs, we have sourced a number of questions from our community as well
Hmm.
as your community. And I've got a list of questions in front of me that I want to run through. But like everything else here, this is time to talk about BITCI. So feel free to jump in and take the conversation any direction you want. And so before we dive into those questions, as sort of tradition now on our AMAs and our podcasts, we want to understand our guests' origin story into crypto. So I'd love to hear from you how you got into crypto, when you bought your
Okay.
first Bitcoin,
Hmm.
what prompted you to start or participate, jump on board with the Bitcoin ecosystem.
Perfect. Okay. Let's start with that then. So, I'm a graduate of Cambridge and I graduated from CU on biochemistry. So, it's not really that much related, but I was a tech enthusiast all my life long. So, I was in the technology and the hardware and computers. 2016, I realized that there's a new world, which, even I was realizing on that a bit even late. So I started with mining and trading cryptos, then realized this world, it has very big opportunities in it, and it has clearly the future of new world, new financial world, new financial order, whatever you want to call it, and a new record technology, which is the blockchain. So after that, we met with Mr. Çağdaş in our hometown, which is we are based in Turkey, by the way, Turkey, Bodrum. So we met with him. Then the project just started one another. It was just a project run. So we started with a mining facility. Then we created BITCI Tech with all the companies underneath it. So my journey in crypto started with tech enthusiasm, and that was the beginning, basically. Yeah.
Fantastic. I love hearing about the origin story for everybody that comes on. And so thank you for uh, giving us a bit of insight into how you ended up where you're at. So let's talk
I think there's
about.
a sound issue. Your voice is very robotic. I don't know if you can hear it that way or
Oh, it
it's
is.
me.
How about now? Let me move my microphone around. Is that a little bit better?
Oh, it sounds robotic.
Oh, shoot. Looks like our producer's saying the sound is good on his end. So I'm hoping that it's limited to our conversation. Give it a minute, see
Okay.
if it clears up.
Well, I'll try. Maybe I'll just get my headphones off. Let's see. Can you
How's
speak
that?
up?
A little bit better? Yeah,
No, it's the same.
it's the
You
same,
just
huh?
sound robotic and very slow. I can't really hear you.
Oh, shoot. Well, you sound great on my end, and uh, looks like I think we should just keep rolling, unfortunately, and hope that our audience is not experiencing the same issue. So let me know if you can't hear my questions, but let's talk about the background of the Bitcoin team. Can you tell us a bit about the team, how they came together, and what their their work experience is?
I'm really having very hard time hearing your words. You know, it's you sound really robotic, so and slow, so I cannot really get what you're saying. I don't know why. Maybe I should just switch my internet. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay,
How about now? Is that better?
the same.
The same. Well, if you can't hear the questions, it's going to be tough. So, why don't you try logging off and logging back on, and I'll wait for you to rejoin. Otherwise, we might need to reschedule.
Maybe we should reconnect because it just sounds really robotic. I don't know if it is only me or. Okay, let me do that.
Okay, so Altan is going to log off and log back on. So we will just pause things for a moment. Thanks, everybody, for your patience. Technical difficulties. It's the world we live in these days, with Zoom meetings and everything being remote. So I'm going to go offline here for a minute. Oh, he's back. Is that better?
It's still the same. There's something with your voice. Just type it. I read it, and then maybe we do it that way. No problem.
Okay.
If everyone is just hearing you well, then it's okay. I'm not sure if everyone is hearing you well.
Okay. This would be more like a Reddit AMA than a video AMA. But we'll see what we can do here.
It's just very slow and robotic.
I'll type this in. So the question is, can you tell us about the background of the Bitcicoin team? What's their work experience?
Let me see. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about background of Bitcicoin team? Yes, I can. You can hear me well, by the way, right? There's no problem.
Perfectly.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So after we met with Mr. Çağdaş and get together, and all these projects start coming like that. So it was a very small team of 6 to begin with. Then we start getting more and more company with us, working with us for the projects, for the exchange development, for the blockchain development. And now we are very close to 100 workers altogether. It's a big family, and 100% of the 100% of everyone working for us is Turkish nationality. So, which is another good thing. But our family is growing with our expanding approach. That we are getting new companies in different countries. So with that, we will have a new company working with us, and we will be expanding as well. So now we are very close to 100, and we are getting bigger and bigger every other day.
Great. Okay, I'm going to type in the next question due to the technical difficulties we're having. Just a second.
Okay. Why the name BITCI? Okay, so there were a couple of criteria when we were trying to pick up a name, and one of them were it has to be short. It has to be, when you hear it, you have to some sort of remember it, and it has to have some touch to the Bitcoin and all the blockchain world. So BITCI, in which is easy to say, easy to type, and it sounds easy and easy to remember. Actually, it's in Turkish place to sell something. So it's a place to sell Bitcoins in a very, very short term. So it has a bit of a rumor in it as well. So that was the reason we picked this name.
Great. Thank you for that. Can you hear me any better now, or is it still bad? Still bad. Okay. So I've dropped the next question into the chat.
Okay.
So
BITCI team's roadmap and future plans. Okay. So when BITCI Tech is actually research and development, blockchain research and development company. So you cannot really name it under just one company. It's a group of companies on blockchain technologies. Our first investment or our first creation was Bitcicoin, which was a cryptocurrency exchange. It's a national cryptocurrency exchange, and it's established in 2018. Now it has over 1 million clients. So that was the first project we came up with. After that, we created our own blockchain, which is BitCi. And BitCi is a blockchain which is created to take real-world businesses with real assets on blockchain. So we get the businesses meet the blockchain technologies. So what we do, we only try to work with the companies who has real-world assets, like football clubs. So on BitCi, one of the projects we had was the fan tokens. And fan tokens, as you know, the clubs, they have assets. They have players, they have stadiums, they have clubs, and they have fans. So we start the fan token operation globally. It was our first global operation, global reach. And with the fan token operation, we became one of the world's biggest fan token operations that exist right now. And we add up partners like McLaren, Spanish national team, Brazilian national team, MotoGP, and many others. So BitCi was our second project, with the Bitcicoin is its mainnet coin. And our third project was BitciPay, which is a payment platform. And it's a payment platform from cryptocurrencies to fiat. With the regulation, we weren't really able to use it in our country, but now we are partnering up. This is the first time I am announcing this over over this program, let's say. We are partnering up with one of the national banks, and we will, with a big probability, get BitciPay up and running very soon. We are working on that on different countries as a payment platform, as our exchange is expanding to different countries as well. And what we have with our fan token operation, we have the NFT rights of all these sports clubs. So that's another thing BitCi Tech as a blockchain project carries on. So we have a new NFT platform coming up very few, in a couple of days, it will be announced, and the final tests are getting done, and there will be very big partnerships will be announced nationally on the NFT projects that we will be working. So that's another thing that BitCi Tech is working on. And I announced that before, we have a metaverse project, a metaverse blockchain project with the virtual engine and everything that we are working on as a blockchain research and development company.
Oh, fantastic. So for the next question, I'm going to drop it into the chat because you can't hear what I'm saying. But a lot of our community members are very interested in your partnership with Wolves Football Club. Can you tell us about how that partnership came about and what it means for the Bitcicoin future?
Okay, it is Wolves. Okay. Yeah, after McLaren, Wolves were one of our partners that sound a lot, and communities are asking a lot about, and they're a very good team. We are proud to be their partners. They're in Premier League, and they're doing really great. And we will be having an FTO with them in the first quarter of 2022, so which is a good thing. And it will be available all over the world to Wolf fans. And it's a good partnership, as we have other partnerships as well.
And when it comes to Bitcicoin and the rest of the economies that are out there, can you tell us a little bit about the differences between Bitcicoin and other ecosystems? What makes it unique? Is it the partnerships? Is it the community? I'm curious about that. I'm dropping that into the chat now, so you can read this question.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, just go ahead and read it.
Okay. I know. So, can you tell us about different utilities and use case of Bitcoin? Okay, so Bitcoin is the main net coin of BITCI chain. Transfer fees, gas fees are paid with Bitcoin, as well as in order to involve in FTOs and be able to purchase fan tokens, you will be needing to hold some Bitcoin. So that's another use case, and there's staking, which you can use your Bitcoin on. So it is the main, let's say, diamond of all BITCI ecosystem, with the NFT platforms as well, because NFTs are on our own blockchain. So you need Bitcoin to purchase NFTs. It is the heart of our projects, basically.
And one of your community members asked us, currently BITCI seems to be the primary coin or ecosystem based out of Turkey and the country of Turkey. What are your plans to continue expanding beyond Turkey and really forming communities in other parts of the world? And I just dropped that into the chat so you can read it, because I know you can't hear me.
Okay, BITCI is primarily based out of Turkey, yes, and yeah, we do have plans. So let's talk about those plans, Chris. So now Bitcoin is a coin listed on 8 global exchanges. So that was one approach on our expanding plans, but that wasn't enough, because fan tokens are only good if all the fans are able to reach them. So in order to fans to reach the fan tokens, they need to be globally on different exchanges, as well as exchanges with fiat ramps. So in order to have a fiat ramp exchange, you need to set up a company and set your own exchange in a way. So that's now one of our expanding plans, starting from Brazil, and then Spain and many other countries will be getting BITCI exchange with fiat ramp. And fan token offerings will be on all the world BITCI exchanges, as well as some other exchanges. So that's one of the things that we will be doing, and we are planning for 2022. With the new upcoming regulations, we believe that every single country have a more closed circuit exchange regulations. So in order to have bank connections and fiat connections, it's going to be probably more closed, and clients are not able to transfer their funds over, let's say, different global exchanges. It's a might, but it's coming. That's what we believe. So in order to expand our reach, what we need to do is we need to set up exchanges. So that's our 2022 plan for global expanding globally for Bitcicoin and Bittitech.
Another question we received from the community is likely your community, but I don't actually know who asked this question, was I see a mention of fan tokens and NFTs on your website. And what role do these play in the Bitcoin ecosystem and the future for Bitcoin?
Okay, so with the fan tokens, as you know, if a token is created on a blockchain, it is there. It's there for good. So because it expands, it's on different exchanges, it's on different countries, and all the fans are using it on the fan engagement or trading. So our purpose is to have fan tokens, as much as them, overall on our blockchain with the NFTs as well. So we will be reaching as many teams as possible as a blockchain partner, as well as other private companies that we are working on. So that's really important. And what we do when you compare all blockchain companies or blockchain technologies, there's always, the technology always evolves. I always make a comparison with 1980s, when you get the first computer in our homes. It was the greatest technology ever, but it had a black disk, the floppy disks, which is very small, 1.44 megabytes, and that was it. Now, when you look at it, technology came to a point that there isn't any storage technology available, and we're streaming. So blockchain will be taking those steps as well. In order to stay as a project, in order to live long and stay, what you need to do is you need to connect real world businesses with blockchain. So because the technology will always evolve. But if you connect the real world businesses with real assets on blockchain, as a tokenization goes, or as engagement tokens, loyalty tokens, then you will have more stable roots in the sector. That's what we believe. I completely lost your voice, but let's read it. Okay, Bitcoin issues the safety and security of its users. So we use different technologies, as we have different companies doing different things. Like for instance, for the exchange, we have audit reports, we have penetration tests, we have cold wallets that we use. So that's for the exchange technology. And for the blockchain technology, again, we have audit reports, and we get blockchain security tests very often. So those are the things that we do. And we try to warn our clients against phishing sites and against any single attack that they might have over our websites. So that's what we do. Basically, we treat, what's important is our clients and our investors.
Yeah, and I think I was actually muted on that one, so I had legitimate audio issues. But the question was around security, and Bitcicoin is a mainnet that we integrated and deployed into our ecosystem to allow our users to have access to it, and the token economy that sits on top of Bitcicoin. And so thank you for answering that question around security. I know you can't hear me, but that was the original question that I asked. So the next question we have, which we received from the community, I'm putting into the chat right now, is around staking. Can you tell us a little bit about Bitcicoin's structure as a proof of stake network and the staking rewards and staking feature? I think we'd all love to learn more about the setup there.
Okay, so it's about staking. And for staking, we have two different types of staking, a flex one and a locked one. So we provide different rates, which is on our website. So our investors can go and check it. So we provide different opportunities for our clients for staking. So there's Bitcicoin staking available, and in the future, there will be fan token staking available as well.
Great. And so for our final question today, before I ask if there's anything else you want to talk about, what's the best way for the community that's not already part of Bitcicoin to get involved in the BITCI ecosystem? And I put the question in the chat so that you can see that.
Best way to community members can involve with the project. Okay, so what they need to do, they need to check our white paper, which is really important on the Bitcoin side, and they need to check our websites and check our partners and what we're doing globally and what we are aiming to do globally. They need to follow us on social media. So they'll know about our projects and our global expanding plans as well, basically. Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we conclude the AMA? So I dropped that.
Thank you, Chris. As I mentioned, BITCI Tech will be having new projects for 2022 as well. We have a blockchain bridge that has been on test, so we will be on swaps, which is something that we're adding as a technology, and we are working on a metaverse blockchain, which is going great. Really makes me excited about it. And so all our clients, all our fan bases, they need to keep following us to know more about BITCI through our all resources.
Well, thank you, Altan, for joining us today and being on this AMA. And I apologize to the audience for the audio issues we experienced, but hopefully you got at least a little bit out of this AMA. And we've learned quite a bit. But I think if you're excited about joining the BITCI community, please navigate to bitci.com. That's BITCI.com. And we're certainly excited for the partnership and to see future tokens on the BITCI ecosystem go live. So thank you again, Altan, for joining us, and thank you again to the community listening to this AMA today.
I think it was a